Products used for waterproofing basements. Thanks again for joining me on Sealed for Good. I'm talking about the basement application today, and this is one that I know many contractors stay away from because there's either uncertainty, they're not sure on how to approach it, or they're fearful of the application. And sometimes there are situations where you might go, you know what, we walk away from this one. But like I've said before, be knowledgeable, be rounded, understand it, because you may find the ability to ensure that you've got the armour to go out there and offer your services for waterproofing basements. And many of you might be doing it already, but I'm going to give you a bit more of a rundown on our range and what to do and what to use there. So firstly, when you're waterproofing a basement, it is a very challenging application. Two things you need to understand. Are you waterproofing from the positive side, which means I'm getting to the external part of the wall before earth is backfilled against that? Or am I confronted with a situation where I can't waterproof the positive side and I've got to go from inside the basement, which is what we call the negative side. Now, the negative side is always the more challenging one because you can't see what's there. Positive side is the better one to approach, but you need to do it properly, okay? And we've got specifications for that. But understand the role that an engineer's reports have in these applications, okay? No one builds a basement without an engineering report or an engineering plan or specification. So ask for it. And if you don't understand how to read it, you can lean on us to help you with that, or ask your builder in terms of explaining what's involved in it. But you need to understand that there's an engineering report that goes with it. It's not about architectural drawings. There's an engineering piece that attaches to a basement application. So there will be drawings that the engineer will have for the basement. Ask for them, read them, and look at the section details, because there will be things that they will highlight in terms of the footings. It will detail through specific pieces that are critical to ensure that you know exactly what has been specified for that job, so you're doing it properly, that you're not compromising any detail on that. Things like the surfaces. Is it a concrete surface? Is it blockwork? Is it shotcrete? Is it precast? All these can make a difference in terms of what products you use and how you approach it. Now, in our range, in our Gripset range, we've got a number of products that can be used for underground basement work. Gripset C1P, our Gripset 2P, our Gripset 59, our Gripset GC sheet, we have applications for that you can use, the E60, and our T-Lock, which is a PVC membrane that we use for applications where shotcrete is going to be applied over to substrate of the walls and the basement, more for commercial applications, but it is there for you. And along with all those membranes, we have accessory products that work really well in these applications, like our 11YDM system and our C-plug. And a lot of times with negative applications, you're going to need to use a water plug in that waterproofing method. The solutions are here, okay, but you need to know the demands of the basement. That's the most important piece. Do not treat it like you think, oh, this is like a bathroom and 90% of the time I'm doing the same thing. Most of the times, every basement has different requirements and challenges. Be very, very wary of that. Ask for the information, get the details. This is not a slapdash application. Work with your client, get it right now, because when it's built, it's very costly to fix later, but it's an opportunity. If you get good at this and you can cut your teeth into being a basement waterproofer, you can really make a name for yourself, be very, very profitable in that application, and that's where people, once you get into that situation where you can actually waterproof the basement of a building, more often than not, you're in on the site, and so then they will utilise your services for the next stage, the next stage, the next stage. You're on site, you're the preferred waterproofer, and you've got a whole new client and a whole project. If you've got any questions on basement waterproofing, we're here to help you. Ask those questions. Like I said, just reminding you, do not treat basement waterproofing like other areas of waterproofing. It is more specific and specialised, but there is the ability to do it and do it successfully. More information, let us know. Don't forget to subscribe. Throw us in some photos of any basement work you might be doing. We'll look forward to seeing that, and I'll see you in the next episode of Sealed for Good.